Okay, great. Well, first, thank you, Walter, for and the whole team for making it possible, for giving stage to Yoffix. I think the topic we are tackling is one of the most critical now, as most companies have to come back to the office. And our innovation is, well, first of all, it's for tenants, but surely it's also crucial for any asset manager or any landlord of commercial real estate of offices. So I would like to speak today about hybrid work and hybrid offices and how Yoffix make it simple. Let's start. I assume that many of you are following our discussion today from home office. And what you see on the screen is a picture that we've got used in recent months. We have offices that are heavily underutilized, and many companies during pandemics they were closed, but now, well, slowly people are coming back to the office, but still it's just fragment of from the whole teams that are in the office. And at the same time, we have home office, which is not always as comfortable as our usual offices. So the traditional office concept is heavily challenged, and many companies are asking themselves, well, what is the future of office? What kind of office do they need? And surely also the question, well, do they spend actually money on the right spot? So do investing in offices or paying for offices that are not used? So we started last year. It was our bold assumption that the future of work will be hybrid. Now we see that's actually already now it's a common sense. So nearly all companies plan to offer some sort of hybrid setup to their employees. Partially they do it from their own goodwill, partially because it's just heavily demanded by employees. So on all polls, we see that majority of employees would like to spend on average something like 2 days a week working from home. And we see that companies that try to get all the team back to the office, they just face really resistance. And we strongly believe that only hybrid setup will enable companies really to attract best employees and to keep them. So the future's work is hybrid. There is, I think, no doubt on that by now. And the questions that companies are facing, well, how to implement it, how to make it work, what are the challenges around it? And that's where we help companies to deal with that. But first, we have to understand what are the real problems the companies are facing. And if you imagine, well, hybrid work, it's a really transformation for any company. So suddenly your employees are not in the office, you don't see them physically. You have to organize, well, first block, you have to organize attendance. So to make sure the rules are clear, who has to come to the office, who is allowed to come to the office. Does everyone maintain his personal seat, his personal desk, or all desks are flexible? How to make sure that every employees are happy. So there are a lot of topics and questions about attendance. Well, second major issue, it's actually even more like on HR side, but it's crucial. Well, lack of in-person communication. People, because offices, the primary role of office to get people together, to enable communication, to build up trust. So how do you deal with that if people are coming to the office only 2-3 days a week and often they don't meet each other in the office? And surely another question is, well, if people come to the office only 2-3 days a week, you have overcapacity of office, but maybe on some days you still need it. So how to make sure that you adjust your office size to what you really need? And the last but not least point, how to understand what is actually the setup in home office and how to help employees in home office to work more comfortable. So home office becoming part of the office. So what do we do? So what Yoffix is offering now already? Well, first, with our platform, with our system, the company can define easily rules. And that's the major starting point, define rules for hybrid office. So how many days a week employee can come, is allowed to come to the office, or is allowed to work from home. Second point is, well, we offer great UX and great function to plan your week, in advance, when you're working from home or from the office, book a desk. But also important for the office manager as our key person, really to manage the waiting list, to make sure that all your team is happy and that you know who is coming when, or if you have overbooking, how to manage it. Point number three, we help companies to bring teams together so people can coordinate, see when their coworkers are in the office, and team leaders can also plan some team days in the office. So that's very crucial. And last but not least, we provide the whole information transparency control that people can really know the real utilization, can understand setup in home office, and can understand the optimization potential. So let me give you an example with our client. So how we help, and we really help to optimize office easily by 30–40%, so minimizing the number of desks. The first starting point, the company defines, okay, this is the rules for my hybrid office, that each employee can work minimum 1 day a week from home, or can come to the office only 4 days a week. So setting these rules, the company can already plan which office capacity they need. And our system helps them to leverage, to get the best utilization of the office. So it blocks if some employee is already over his limit and wants to come more often to the office, then he'll get to the waiting list, making sure that other employees have better priority first to come to the office. So our system enables office manager to set rules, and according to those rules to operate the office. And just for you to understand it, so one of our recent clients was having a team of 500 employees, saying, well, we would like our team to be 2 days a week at home office. They already realized with Yoffix space optimization by 40%, so 30–40%, and that could be already above 40K euro per month savings in rent. So it is a huge optimization potential, and our system provides the tool, Yoffix provides a tool to run this optimization, starting from rules over desk location, smart attendance management, and data provided back to the office manager. So that's a cycle how office manager can easily plan, run, and adjust office capacity and the rules for the hybrid office. So all in all, what we provide, it's not only optimization of office space, and with that also huge cash saving. We help also to increase productivity of staff, because we coordinate people, they come to the office jointly. We give flexibility to people to work from home. We also, that is highly appreciated, that increases also the loyalty of employees. But what is one of the effects is also we help companies to improve their CO2 footprint, because we minimize people coming to the office, so they save their way to the office, and that's a major and most cheapest lever to improve CO2 footprint. We build it as a SaaS business, so companies pay us per employee in the system. We charge, well, depending on the size of the client, we charge 2 to 5 euros per employee. We have already great customers. We offer our solution intensively to startups, but we are happy to work also with larger corporations over 1,000 of employees. And we have already great partners like Design Function, like All Office Center, so real estate players or players who sell their services to real estate, because they understand that the future is hybrid, and with our help, they can serve better their clients. Well, on our team, we are quite senior team coming from different perspectives. My co-founder Anke, she was office manager of Zalando. Shia, our CMO, was marketing manager of Rent24. So we bring different experience in HR, office management, etc., to offer best product to our clients. And what are we doing now? What may be interesting to some of participants of this event, we are fundraising our pre-seed round. We have already over 200K paid in or committed. So, but there is still opportunity to jump into the current pre-seed round, and we will be planning our next seed round in Q4 to speed up our go-to-market. So, as I said, we have great tool, we have paying customers, we have great partners to help us, And we have already also great investors and looking for more to join our round. So that's in a nutshell what we do, and we believe it is a major transformation in real estate. The transformation is happening on the tenant side, and we help tenants to use their space more convenient and more flexible. Hello, Walter?
Hey, hello.
Yeah.
Yeah, that was an amazing presentation. I have a question for you, if that's okay with you, Nikolay.
Sure.
Is hybrid work pandemic hype, or will it stay with us longer? What do you think?
Well, for us, it's really no such question doesn't exist, because we see it in daily life, and it's not only startups. It's indeed across all organizations. So banks, I was surprised to see a lot of banks really, well, probably they're doing not so good, but they're really coming to us and saying, we want to cut our office space by 30-40%.
Wow.
Help us with that. Yes. So amazingly, so there are startups, a lot of well, we see that actually everyone tries to implement hybrid work in one or another sense. It's not only startups. Some of startups had did it already before, but we see also traditional organizations like banks. We see also that SMEs or mid-sized companies are also starting to think about it. We see that the pressure is coming from employees, because employees are really demanding for that. So people really, it's one of the major incentives to attract now. People say, well, you have the right to work a few days a week from home. So that becomes really, well, common sense and standard practice.
Yeah, and what does it make you different from all the competitors in the field right now?
Well, there are indeed a number of players who offer desk booking software, etc. We come, I think our difference is we create a tool specifically for hybrid work. So that's why we really define a system which helps you to operate hybrid office, starting with these rules that you can easily implement with us, where you could plan in advance already what kind of office do you need, with how many seats do you need, how to allocate desks to different teams and to different persons. So I think the whole user experience that we're building and functionalities that we're building is very different from what our competitors are doing. And besides that, we have more features that will come online in next quarter or end of this year, which will help people even more to manage hybrid work better with Yoffix.
Cool. Are you in the overview of KPMG?
Well, I hope. I think it's too small picture to see, but we'll definitely speak to our colleagues to make sure we're there.
Okay, cool. Well, I hope you're in there. If you're not in there, you know to find me. I will get you in there.
Okay. Well, thanks a lot. And as I said, if anyone from startups or participants want really to test our solution, want to discuss potential investment, just give me a call or just write me an email or contact here. Thank you.
Cool. Thank you very much. Enjoy your day.
Thank you.